And we're live. It's Adam Robinson, founder and CEO of Retention.com. I became very interested in pricing at Robly Email Marketing, my last business. It was an email marketing company that sold a very small business. Our original strategy was collecting the breadcrumbs that fell off the very large Constant Contact table. Our original pitch was leading with a 50% off price offer, which meant we started selling subscriptions at around $15 a month. If you're not in SaaS, I will tell you that is an incredibly difficult thing to build a SaaS business around. So much so that Gail Goodman, actually the CEO of Constant Contact, the former CEO, has a presentation on the internet that you should watch called The Slow SaaS Ramp of Death. It's amazing. But back to the story. From relentlessly reading about SaaS companies trying to figure which way was up, I came to the conclusion that we needed to somehow raise our subscription price from $15. I had read many books and many studies on pricing, and I decided to do an experiment. Instead of offering one plan for $15, we offered 3 plans. We still had the $15 plan, but we offered a middle plan for $22, and we offered a top tier plan for $60, 60. But put a most popular box around the $22 plan in the middle, and we threw it out there. Here's the fun part. We said that the $15 plan had some limitations and that the $22 plan was unlimited and that the $60 plan was white glove. But in reality, we made no actual changes to the software. And there was hardly any onboarding service difference between the $60 plan and the $22 plan. We just ran a couple automated reports before they showed up for the onboarding. And guess what happened? Our close rate stayed exactly the same, and 65% of the people picked the middle plan of $22, 20% of the people picked the $15 plan, and 15% picked the $60 plan. What does that mean? Our average subscription price, changing nothing about the software other than showing a different pricing page, jumped from $15 to $27, or up 75%. Like I said, we did not change a thing. This was very mindset shifting for me. Perceived value is everything. We kept doing things like this and ended up at a $60 a month, 60 price point when we ended up selling Robly. And for what it's worth, I became obsessed with selling high ticket software as a service over that period because I was convinced that if you could concoct something that sold like a low 4-digit monthly SaaS contract that had a very high velocity go-to-market engine, you would crush. Like enterprise value would just accrue to you so quickly. And what do we have right now? 30,000 ACV, 7-day sales cycle, 80% close rate. As you can imagine, I am in heaven. So what are the 3 lessons that I learned from this? Number 1, people pick the middle. They just will. If you give them 3 options, most people will pick the middle. Anyone who's ever done this will be nodding their head right now. That's right. People pick the middle. And by the way, if you're selling one plan and you have an SMB SaaS, you should just add 3. Number 2, perceived value rather than actual value when you're closing somebody is literally everything. How do I know? We didn't change anything about our software and our subscription price actually doubled. What else could you take away from that? Number 3, there's a lot of smart people who will tell you this in and around software. Raise prices. If you read Lemkin's SaaSter blog, it's basically this over and over and over again. It'll stress you out if you sell a low price product. But there's a couple rules. Selling half as many deals for twice as much is much easier than selling twice as many deals for half as much. And if you can raise prices a lot higher, like get from the 10s or 15s to the thousands, then you have a chance at a unicorn. Follow me if you want to see me build a unicorn in public. My name is Adam Robinson. These are the 3 things that I learned from that crazy pricing experiment that I did with Robly. Signing off.